back again with another video where today it's going to be something that most of y'all didn't really expect. Now, as you all may know, I did a video about faze temperr, about the allegations of him being, of him with sleeping with a 17-year-old, which which is fucked up, by the way. Like, even if it's illegal or not, I don't know the law in the US or some shit, but it's weird, you know what I mean? That's like Ryan Windridge doing that to 17-year-olds or some shit. I mean, he does, but that's not the point. It's not about him. He recently left faze for certainly the amount of reasons that I cannot even clarify nor I can confirm, but I don't know if this is true or not, so yeah. But he left because it was either like personal shit or whatever, but that's not the case. He just left because he got exposed. Sorry, for those of you who don't know, he recently got I won't say recently, but a couple of days ago or whatever, he was exposed, for just being a creep. Like, let's be honest, he was just being a creep. I don't know, but I'll tell you the brief story of what happened. I'm pretty sure the Leaping Lemur, which, if you don't know who he is, great content creator, I recommend you watch him. Makes great content, I appreciate, like, he's a great guy. And, it's basically weird. So, him and his friends went to a 21, him and his friends went to, I quote, a 21 plus club, where all that, and they decided to, party, drink, the usual stuff you do at a party like that, and, and he was going with them girls, with a girl, with a girl, and, he went there, slept with her. She then told him she was 17 or whatever. And then, yeah, like, that's how his downfall started. So, I know I haven't heard much from that, to be honest. If you want to know the full story about him, link of the video will be in the description as well. So, if you don't get what I'm on about, you can just check that out there also. But yeah, without further ado, guys, let's just get into this video.
You are now watching The Leaping Lemur.
This dude looks me in my eyes and says, bro, I'm not gonna lie, you're 16-year-olds. I'm like, bro, what? Like, how could you tell me that?
That's fucked
After
up.
I'm telling you the 3 rules I have to why I'll never have your back as a friend. On my mother's heartbeat, that's what he said. He looked me in the eyes and he said that.
Well, everyone, today we're going to be talking about some pretty crazy shit. I was just scrolling through X and I saw this video from faze Rain. Now, if you don't know, faze Rain was a member of the faze clan before he left some time ago. Now, there's been a lot of speculation exactly why he left, but in this video, faze Rain makes the accusation that the faze clan was harboring a PDF file and that he left the group because he didn't want to have that on his conscience. So it's a pretty fucking wild accusation and an insane story. So I'm going to be showing you guys this video of faze Rain explaining why he left, but it's a little vague. As we go on, you'll kind of piece together more and more what exactly happened, but this first initial video comes off as vague, and it had a lot of people wondering exactly who he was talking about.
I want to put everything to do with me and faze to rest, bro, because there is so much I haven't said, and honestly, at this point, bro, I don't give a fuck. I think I'm going to collect my thoughts tomorrow, and I'm going to say everything, bro. Every single thing that I know, everything. And I'm going to collect my thoughts because I have an eidetic memory, so I remember everything and anything. You know what I'm saying? And there's bad shit. I'm just gonna do it on stream. I don't give a fuck. It's gonna come straight from the heart. So if people have other questions, I'm gonna answer it too. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't even know why I left FaZe. A lot of people don't even know why. It was for multiple reasons. It was by being fucked over by my homies. You know that I threw. This is the craziest part, bro. I threw myself under the bus instead of them. I
Yeah,
swear to
that's
God, I put
that's
myself under
bullshit.
the bus instead of them.
What the fuck do you mean? Like you threw yourself under the bus instead of them, bro? Like, let's be honest, you haven't done jack shit. Like, bro, these allegations that'll come out, what you're saying right now has nothing to do with what you did. Like, it's not even justifiable at that point. You know what I mean? That's like me being like, that's like me killing someone, and then be like, oh, my mates just threw me under the bus. Oh, my family threw me under the bus. I threw myself in there. Oh, I was by myself. They weren't even there for me. Like, bro, okay, that has nothing to do with me killing someone. Like, what does that have to do with, like, what you did? What you did was fucked, mate. Like, you're not slick, buddy. You're just not slick.
I wasn't even pushed out. I left. There's a fucking involved too, bro. I don't give a fuck if I get sued. I could give a fuck less. I always stand up for what's right. That was the final straw, bro. That was the final fucking straw. And when I said, bro, not only did you guys fucking air me out, y'all motherfuckers sold me out, y'all fucking scammed me behind my back. And honestly, I just had an epiphany about it because I'm like, bro, not even covered about it. I was just so sad about it for so long. I've been fucked up over that shit for like 2 years, bro. But I haven't said nothing about it. I haven't said shit. I haven't said shit because somebody I grew up with, somebody I always loved. But I have fucking 3 fucking rules, bro. 3 rules, and I'll have your back. If you get bored and go head off, I'll have your back. Probably I won't agree with what you did. I mean, that's fucked up, but that's my dog. But bro,
The
it's like
fuck?
the shit, the grape shit, animal abuse. I don't got your back forever, bro. Yeah, I do, but I'm not really gonna do anything with that, Nick. Yeah, and I'm gonna go into detail tomorrow about that shit. I don't give a fuck. And watch how my phone get blown up tonight. Watch how gonna get blown up tonight. Please don't do it, bro. Please don't do it. I don't give a fuck. It's like, you know what it is, bro? It's like these people don't care about me. They don't care if I live or die. They don't care if my mom's okay or not okay. And it's sad, bro. It's fucking sad. It's fucking sad, bro. Like these people, they don't give a fuck about you. And again, I always look back to where I was in New York. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I was making more money than all of them combined in New York because I was obviously working harder. I had 2 channels, the only person with it. I was working harder than everybody, right? So I made more money than all of them combined. So I never took money. I was let everybody else have the money in hopes that we're building this beautiful company together. You know, maybe one day when it's time, you know, I'll get my piece. Y'all take care of me too, like whatever. And do you think a singular dollar was ever set my way, even brought to me indirectly through a brand deal or nothing? Even when I was going through it
Yeah.
in 2021, not a singular fucking dollar. Even when I was going through it in 2021, medical bills was rinsing me, my family bills was rinsing me, IRS was rinsing me, everybody was rinsing me.
Okay, what
Anybody
the
gave a
fuck?
fuck?
Sorry about that, but can we just justify what they said in the chat? What the fuck? They killed Angel's dad. She's a porn star who gave a fuck. Bro, if you're gonna say it, don't tease it, but they will try to stop the truth. Love you, Rain. It's not Phase Temper, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my Phase Rain, if you're watching this, I have nothing against you, bro. I just thought it was like the pedo himself. I am so sorry. Yeah, don't hate me, please. I beg. What do I even say to that shit? Like, what can I even say? I'm just gonna carry on playing the video. Like, hopefully we'll see some juicy as shit or something.
Why do I still care? Why do I feel bad? Why have I never said anything?
Now, I feel like it's only fair to give you guys the information that FaZe Rain had left the FaZe clan 2 years ago. So he's been holding on to this information for 2 years. I don't know if he was worried that he would be sued. I think he mentions that in this video. I don't know if there's any validity to that, but it's kind of weird to hold on to such a thing for 2 years. I think it's good that he's coming out with it now. And I think that if there is some validity behind these statements, that obviously, like, cool, I'm glad that you came out with it because it shows how bad these people are. But at the same same time, you held on to it just as long as these other people held on to it. I feel like you're also complicit in some kind of way, but I also don't know the exact details as to why he would hold on to this information, right? So I feel like it's more
I mean, he has got a point. Like, if you have such valuable information, like the allegations of Faze temper, why would you hold it in for like a few years? Like, if it's because of him scared of being sued or some shit or whatever, I get it, you know? Like, if I had information as valuable, and then if I left the clan or Faze clan or whatever or some shit, I'm not saying I am part of a Faze clan. I'm genuinely not. Like, to be honest, I don't even watch much of their things because whatever, they just show up everywhere and shit. Like, whatever. And, but, but anyways, what I was saying, fuck. If I was joining the clan and then they told me that information of, Faze temper or whatever, I wouldn't hold that alligator. I would like tell it straight away or some shit, or at least wait like 4 days or some shit. Like if he did something, or if he kicked me out, or if he did something bad or some shit, like like fucking pissed me off or bullied him or whatever, or treated me like shit, then I'd probably expose it. So I'd probably get like I'm 50-50. Like on one half I get what he's saying in like, the allegation, like, him holding to the allegations. But on the other half I'm like, oh, why'd you have it for so long? Why didn't you just tell others in the first place? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me, in my opinion. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm just gonna stop yapping for a bit and let's just keep on playing the video, bro.
kind of change my perception on that. But right now, I feel like it's probably a bad thing that you held on to something for 2 years because shit like this is time sensitive, right? It would have been a good thing if you gave this information to the police or told the public about this a lot sooner than you did. But now that we got that out of the way, there's also the fact that he was very vague as to who exactly he was talking about and, all the information surrounding it. So this had a lot of people speculating who it could be. And the first person that seemed to come to mind was FaZe Banks. The whole comment section was full of people assuming that it was FaZe Banks that was the one he was talking about. And I don't know, I don't know any of the FaZe people, so I'm assuming maybe FaZe Banks has a lot of controversy. Maybe he's like a weirdo or something like that. I don't know why he would be the first to come to mind. There could be like some kind of beef prior to this that I don't know about, but everybody in the comment section was like, it's FaZe Banks, it's FaZe Banks, it has to be FaZe Banks. So this caused FaZe Banks to reply to this. And honestly, I wouldn't even be making this video, but FaZe Banks said that this information has some validity to it. FaZe Banks says that there was like a whole thing that went down. There was a drama with somebody, and then he name dropped who that was, and he says it was FaZe temperr.
First thing I'm going to say in this video is I'm not a... Rain is not talking about me. There, I got it out. Video over, peace out.
Okay.
No. This is definitely not funny. This is definitely not going to be like a super lighthearted video. And yeah, I'm sitting in a hotel room right now in New York City. I left FaZe a month ago and quit the internet a month ago. And for whatever reason, I keep getting dragged back into this shit. It's like it's my fucking destiny or where I'm supposed to be, I guess. I don't know. It's fucking retarded. It's a very heavy accusation. It's a life-shattering, life-altering accusation. And that's why it's so heavy. And that's why... that's why this is the first time that I'm speaking about it. I have to speak about it now because there's no fucking shot I'm going outside like that. I'm not getting labeled any kind of predator.
Like,
not me. Miss me with that shit. And I'm definitely going to talk about this and talk about the series of events that have unfolded to this point from my POV. So let's just get into it. Got a phone call about a year ago from FaZe Rain, or a text rather. He's kind of going off just about all the reasons why he's upset with FaZe, hates FaZe, doesn't fuck with FaZe. Because it's just been a long process, obviously, guys. We've been doing this, and there's a lot. It's very, very complicated, but whatever. Rain's going off about how FaZe has slighted him, and he brings up that somebody's a nobody gives a fuck and nobody wants to talk about it. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Call him. He's like, Banks, don't fucking play dumb. We talked about this before. I'm like, Norden, pause. You're saying that faze temperr is a, which that is who he's talking about in the clip.
Yeah.
And there's a story and we're going to get into it. I'm like, whoa, that's Tommy. That's our brother. This is who we started this faze shit with. I'm calling him. That was the first thing I said. I'm calling him and I'm calling Apex because apparently this is something Apex is aware of as well. Norden and Tommy, or Norden and Apex are the closest on the team. So obviously if Norden's going to talk to anybody about anything and be transparent, it's Apex. So I patched Tommy and Apex in the call immediately. And we sit on this phone call and we talk for a long time. We were on the phone probably for at least an hour, maybe even fucking 2 hours on the phone talking about this. And Tommy's first initial knee-jerk reaction to all this shit was, what the fuck are you talking about? Norden, no, this is not what the conversation was like. You're misremembering, you're misinterpreting. Obviously, Rain is coming back, standing firm on the fact that, no, you did say this. I do believe that you did this, whatever. And there's a conversation that happened between Norden and faze temperr years ago. This conversation that I'm describing on the phone with Apex, Tommy, Rain, and Apex, Tommy, Rain, and myself, obviously. Sorry, I'm fried. I literally just woke up. I'm doing one video and I'm putting this shit out there, and Rain can talk about all the details of it. Apex can respond. Tommy, whatever.
Jesus Christ, these people are horrible at telling stories or getting.
I mean, I don't think he told much of a story because Apex, because of Apex, you know, I think they run faze, like the company itself. I'm not sure. I'm not interested in much faze stuff, you know. But one thing is for certain, like the Leaping Llama said for like the short clip, they are shit at telling the point, at describing the situation. Like, I'm not trying to be harsh or anything, but can you just say like, yo, faze temperr's a pedophile, that's it, blah blah whatsoever, you know, bang, that's it, you know? You know? And yeah, that's it really. That's what I would have done, but I guess like, you know, like faze Banks or whatever his name is, the one on the video. He said like you know, like he just woke up, he feels weird. He just woke up, he wants to bang the video out and have someone else do it. Which makes sense, I guess, because, you know, like he said, he quit faze, he left the house, faze house, whatever. He got off social media for a bit and he lives in a hotel in New York or whatever. So I can't really blame him for not trying to describe it as much. Because at the end of the day, he's trying to get along with his life, you know? Despite whether if he's in faze or not. Despite all of that, at the end of the day, he's trying to live his life, man, and I have nothing against him. I have nothing against all of the members except faze temperr. I mean, he's a fucking creep. Like, I don't even like the motherfucker anymore. Like, I've seen him fight, he can't fight for shit. Like, bro, I mean, Deji can fight, and he lost to, like, fucking, I don't know who lost. I barely watched Deji fight or some shit. But, yeah, despite all of that, I really have nothing against the rest of the faze members. Just thought I'd want to clarify myself out there for you guys. And yeah, that's all it really. I'm just going to carry on with the video.
The point of anything, which makes me think that there's some weird fucking shit going on. Why is it taking you 9 minutes to explain this? I really don't understand. I feel like it should be a very cut and dry response. Either this is bullshit and then you come out with the evidence that it's bullshit, or it's not bullshit and then you show everybody that you've been lying, right? It's like either or. You got to pick and choose something, but you're just taking like a very long time to explain something that I feel like should have been like simpler to explain. He's going on about this call and he's like explaining everybody who's in it, and he's giving all this like background shit that I don't
Yeah.
think we really need. Okay, it's cool that you cleared your name. That's cool. Like, include that part, definitely. Like, but then I feel like he kind of just started dragging the story out a little bit. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that feels this way, but for him to take 3 minutes to get to the point that he was on a phone call with these people seems a little excessive. It seems like there's like some time in between there that you wasted, right? Also, the fact that he admits to dismissing this, I find kind of weird, and it kind of goes to show that I feel like FaZe Rain was right in thinking that these people were just protecting each other, right? Because he says that
Yeah.
when FaZe Rug called him, he was like, "What do you mean? How could you say this thing? That's our brother." Like, didn't he say that? Am I wrong? I don't think he said like exactly that, but he was like, "Oh, I told him like, what are you talking about? That's our brother." I feel like they
Yeah, they do that. Yeah, he did say that almost, I think. But yeah, I mean, they try to protect each other at the end of the day, despite if one's a pedophile and one just abuses women or some shit. I don't fucking know. I hope that the second one about abusing women isn't true, to be honest, because like I'm gonna say this again and again. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say this again. I don't really watch much phase videos, the YouTube videos. The only phase videos I've seen is on TikTok, and that's because they play like Call of Duty and no scoping them, and then like trick shots from Fortnite and like some shit. And yeah, like that's the only clips I've seen. All right, like that's it. I haven't seen their videos. I haven't. I haven't watched their streams on Twitch. I haven't watched them play esports. None of that shit. All right. Um, I just want to clarify, and yeah, for that, and yeah. But despite all of that, I kind of agree with what he's saying because I get it. Like that's their family, At the end of the day, but if they're gonna, it sounds like they're protecting him more than each other. Is it just me? But is it just me? Like it doesn't really make sense. So like you said, he could be like telling the truth and showing us the proof or something or whatever. Or he could be telling a lie and then showing the proof that it's a lie or whatever, Like it could go both ways. That's all I'm trying to say. And like at the end of the day, despite what happens, I don't think FaZe is going to recover. Like, honestly, I doubt FaZe is going to recover, to be honest. Like, that's just me, though. I'm not saying that FaZe is going to be, like, shut down completely and they're going to be, like, like, quitting every single one of them and it won't be a thing anymore. I'm just saying we're just going to go down the downfall if this carries on. But yeah, that's just the thought I had for, before he starts talking. So, yeah.
all have this sort of mentality that it's like, we're family, we're brothers. You can't expose a brother, or you can't fucking go out, you can't do this, that, and the other. And it's like, if somebody gets a PDF file accusation, you gotta fucking kick them out of the group, whether they're your brother or not. However
Yeah.
long you've known this person, that's a pretty crazy accusation. Now, I'm gonna let him continue, and we'll see if there's any validity to this accusation, or if he goes into like any evidence.
So this conversation I'm describing to you guys is a phone call from a year ago, but Tommy and FaZe Rain had a conversation between themselves years ago. I might be misremembering it, but I think it was 3-4 years ago they talked about this, and that's how long these guys have been sitting on that for. So this gets brought up years later. It's obviously a very heavy accusation. Yeah, what can you do in that situation? The way we left that phone call off was, let's get to the bottom of this, let's handle it. I mean, Rain's talking about making videos, Rain's talking about this, and nobody's telling him not to. I mean, obviously, Tommy's like, bro, this isn't true, you're gonna fucking ruin my life. Tommy, for the record, is married, lives in the Midwest, has a kid, and is pretty much more or less off this internet shit. So, the implications, the ramifications rather, this has on his life, it's life shattering. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked. And I don't, for the record, also, I don't necessarily have any reason to believe that Tommy is a predator. If that were the case, I wouldn't be following him. He would not be my homie. I would have spoken about this to some degree or handled it to some degree to a point where I was satisfied with the result. But this was a thing between Norton and Tommy, and Tommy's
Yeah.
response was, "You're bugging. You're tripping. This is not true." Tommy at this point is obviously going to have to make some sort of response and clarify, what this is. I'm curious to see Apex's side of this shit too, because I remember vividly him on the call, like, this is the first time hearing about it too. I'm talking to him on the side, like, what the fuck is going on? And he's just as confused as I am, and just as obviously concerned as I am.
I find this whole situation to be very weird because FaZe Banks sits
Yeah.
there and says that they were on call and they got to the bottom of it, and that's why he never got kicked out and he still follows FaZe temperr or whatever. But then he'll go on to say he wants to wait for his response. He's like, and we'll wait for Tommy's response, you know what I mean? And it's like, well, didn't you guys talk? Like, didn't you get to the bottom of it? I don't understand. What do you mean you're gonna wait for his response? Did he or did he not do these things? He doesn't go into detail at all about like what the exact accusation was, what
Like, he has a point. Like, I'll admit, I've seen both clips of this video of him talking, and he didn't just say, look, it's true, or whatever. He just said, oh, I'm gonna watch, like, FaZe Apex's side of the story, and then we're gonna see what he thinks. Like, bro, like, just say if you knew he was a pedophile, yes or no, or some shit, you know? Like, that's like me being like, yo, one of my homies just hit someone with their car and just beat the shit out of him. I don't know if it's true exactly, so I'm just gonna like pass it along to my other mate or some shit. Like, that's not how it goes. Like, it could, like I said before, it could go both ways. Like, it could be like true, and he gets kicked out, and then his life's completely over for FaZe temperr, or it could not be true, and he could be proven innocent, and people will make an apology. Fuck it, I'll make an apology if I have to. Not like I will, because I doubt that, he didn't do it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, they're all just crap at trying to tell it. Like, I'm telling you, like, at this point, if you're going to say something about it, just say if they're, like, if he's a creep or not. Because at the end of the day, if you're not going to say that shit and say, oh, I'll let the other person tell you the thing, like, at this point, no one's going to believe you. I'm sorry, like, that's just me, though. I'm just saying, like, it's really, like, up to them in a way, and yeah, I'm just gonna carry on with the video.
the conversation was. Like, there's no details here. It feels like he's hiding a lot. Am I wrong? Like, am I the only one that gets the vibe that this guy knows a lot more and he's just not saying it? The only thing that he's been doing is defending this guy by being like, he has a wife, he's off this internet shit, he has a kid.
Sorry, I agree, he could be hiding it, but at the same time I don't. So I'm 50-50 about it. So if he's watching this, I'm 50-50 about the situation.
It's like, okay, like, that's cool. He has a life, he has a kid, like, you're worried about him getting caught up and you're worried about him fucking up his life, right? That's what you're worried about. But if he did this and there's validity to it, then he should have been kicked out. And if there isn't, tell us, because you're not doing that. You're saying wait for his response. I thought he responded to you on call. What did he say there? Did he clear his name or not? Or did you just believe him blindly? I don't understand this. What are you saying, bro?
And yeah, I mean, what else can you do? Like, we're on this call, and the way it left off was, let's get to the bottom of it, and we just never followed up. I don't think we ever. I think that's the last, as sad as it is, last phone call that us four were on together. Yeah, I mean, this FaZe shit goes deep. I cannot discredit the way that Norton feels or all of his emotions about this FaZe shit, because quite frankly, I feel a lot of the same ones, to be honest. So I can't sit here and be like, Rain's fucking tripping and bugging and FaZe did him right, because it absolutely did not. And I feel for that deeply. I think the only people that can really relate to how Rain feels in his relationship with FaZe to any degree are myself, Tommy, and Apex, unironically. And yeah, we all got fucked over. We all got really, really fucked in the last rendition of FaZe with the last ownership, it going public, etc. And yeah, I mean, that was kind of my whole idea, my whole mission with buying this shit back and bringing it back in the first place was it left on a really sour note and was really whack, and pretty much more or less a dead brand. And that really didn't sit well with me. The money was fucked. Like we all got fucked over on that. Nobody got rich. Well, not nobody got rich. All the worst, wrong people got rich, and we were left holding a bag and got nothing out of it. And like Rain has said, and I have to tend to agree with him, he's fucking FaZe Rain. So his POV from all this, New York, like I feel for the kid. Genuinely I do. Like he said, he made more money than all of us, which is facts. Rain was incredibly generous, is incredibly generous the entire time I've known him, paid for shit, put everybody on his platform, did not move weird. I see the disdain and the fucking and how much he doesn't like current culture between other influencers and creators, because it's against everything that he ever lived for or was about.
So yeah, like this dude's whole conclusion is that they never talked about it. They never followed up. They had that one phone call where they got confronted. This dude, faze Rain, said that he had a conversation with faze temperr, and faze temperr admitted to being a PDF file. Faze temperr said that he wasn't a PDF file, and apparently, I guess faze Banks just believed him. He was like, yeah, fuck it. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't follow up on this. You're the leader of this group, right? It wasn't like faze Banks supposed to be like the leader of the FaZe clan or whatever the fuck. I don't know how that works. I wasn't really interested in that kind of shit. But the fact of the matter is that this dude had some kind of power over the company, right? Like he had some kind of power within the company. So this should have been something that you followed up on. At the same time, it is just a bunch of stupid kids playing Call of Duty, right? Like it was that. Like it was just a bunch of stupid kids playing Call of Duty. I'm sure they didn't understand how the fuck this shit works. But at the end of the day, like that's a huge ass accusation. I could give them the benefit of the doubt maybe if it was some other thing, like if it was like a small drama, but this isn't a small drama. This is a PDF file accusation. So it's something that you follow up on. It's not something that, oh, we just kind of forgot about it. It was just like this little thing, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you know, it just kind of like got pushed to the back. This is a big accusation and this should have been followed up on. And I think everybody sort of has some kind of thing going on here. I don't know why faze Rain held on to this for 2 years. I don't know why faze Banks' response is just so vague and it doesn't go into detail, and the whole situation with this call seems just very out of place, and it seems like they just didn't do their due diligence when it came to this whole situation. We'll have to see what faze Rain ends up responding with, because he said he was going to make a response tomorrow, which would be today at the time of uploading, so I'll probably make a follow-up video on that. Actually, y'all, faze Rain already responded. He saw Banks' video and claimed that faze Banks was lying in his video. He says that faze temperr had relations with 2 younger individuals, and that on the call he actually admitted to doing that, and that faze Banks is just trying to cover for him because he doesn't want something to come out about his friend, which seems like it may be true because the tone of that video seemed like he was more focused on explaining to people the ramifications that temperr could face, right? Like how this could affect temperr's life, and not really how this could affect the victim's life or how important this is to the victim. The whole post was about how it could hurt faze temperr if this came out. It felt really weird. But anyway, this is what faze Rain had to say.
This dude looks me in my eyes and says, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I have 2 16-year-olds. I'm like, bro, what? Like, how could you tell me that after I'm telling you the 3 rules I have to why I'll never have your back as a friend? On my mother's heartbeat, that's what he said. He looked me in the eyes and he said that. I told Banks and I told Apex immediately. I even told Lee Trink. I have text with fucking Lee Trink from then. It was right before everything fucking blew up with the SPAC and FaZe went public and whatnot. And he dropped me off home and we haven't talked since. That's why you guys are always like, bro, why don't you play CS with him? Why don't you play this with him? I don't want to say it, bro. I feel fucking bad. I feel bad. I know it's wrong. I know what he did is wrong, but I just hope people can understand like what it's like to have somebody you've known for half your life and you love, that you hope that your kids would have been friends and shit like that. Like, I don't know. It made me sad, bro. It broke my fucking heart. I didn't even want to bring this up, Banks. I did it. I didn't even want to bring your name up in this, bro, but you made that video. I don't know if we're about to watch it in a little bit, but it's just, you lied in that video. You're making shit up. Bro, even that tweet that you posted under, I screenshot it in case you delete it because I just don't trust you, bro. And I don't trust what you said there. You said some bullshit at the end of that tweet. What'd you say? You said, here, I'll pull it up here. Like you said, call concluded and Tommy didn't admit to it. Yes, he did. And you called me and you said, bro, this is so fucking bad. This is so fucking bad. He said he's gonna if this shit ever comes out. And that's why I feel extra fucking bad, bro. That's why I feel extra fucking bad. You told me he would kill himself if it came out. And you guilted me into not doing it. You guilted me into not saying it because you're like, if it's gonna be on you. And you made me feel horrible for that. So I don't know what the fuck to do, bro. And I had an epiphany yesterday. I'm like, bro, why have I been holding this information for this guy for 2 years? But I know he doesn't give a fuck about me. He doesn't give a fuck about anything that happened. It's just I felt bad. Why do I always feel so bad for people, bro? And I don't ever want to make it about myself at all because it's not. It has nothing to do with that. But bro, what are you doing dropping a 10-minute video acting like I'm talking about you? Yeah, bro, people are tweeting at you. I don't know why they're tweeting at you. And then you're sending me fucking tweets of Kick Champ saying it's Banks. Like, what the fuck do I have to do with that? You could have waited.
So yeah, y'all, basically, I feel like we've heard everybody's side. We heard FaZe Rain's story. We've heard what he had to say about the situation. We heard FaZe Banks respond. He said what he had to say about the situation and gave his defense. So now the only person that we have to wait for is FaZe temperr, what he has to say about this. But it's a little hard to go off of what FaZe Rain says because it's hearsay. It's a conversation they had in private, and there's no real way that you can prove that that happened. You know what I mean? It's just based off a conversation. The only way that this can get proven is if FaZe temperr admits to it, and I highly doubt that he would ever admit to this happening. This should have been dealt with way sooner. This just should have been like nipped in the bud right away. This should have been main priority. You know, one of your main guys gets a PDF file accusation. You should have been investigating this. There's ways that you could have investigated this. If he gave a story like that, that sounds like a very specific story. I'm sure he's told other people about that. There's definitely ways. Now, FaZe Rain says that he admitted to this, and if that's the case, then that's even worse, right? Then he admitted to it, and then you guys hit it, which is like, whoa, what the fuck? But it could also be that FaZe Rain is lying about this. I have no idea. I don't know about his character. We'll just have to wait for more to come out, but it's a pretty insane accusation to hear. And I don't know, FaZe Banks just didn't respond to it very well. It definitely seems like there was a lot he was hiding, and it just seemed like a huge defense. It just seemed like him basically being like, y'all should feel bad for this dude. He has a wife and a kid, and if this accusation comes out, it could ruin him, which kind of like goes in line with what FaZe Rain was saying he was doing to him. He was like guilting him and being like, this could destroy his life if this comes out. Holy shit, I don't even know how I'm gonna edit this video or piece it together, but there's even more shit that came out. Even more. It doesn't just stop here. FaZe Banks has just responded on call. FaZe Rain and FaZe Banks got on call together, and FaZe Banks admitted to lying about homie admitting to what he did. He lied about it. FaZe Banks is like, it did happen, but something about like the age of consent in New York, that it was like a 17-year-old and the age of consent, and this guy was saying,
No, what the fuck? The fact that he tried admitting to that shit on call is crazy. Oh, fucking hell. I thought Gerbit was bad. I genuinely thought Gerbit's shit was bad. Like, it's fucked. But, damn, FaZe temperr. We could have had James Charles do that shit again. Like, he did it once. Why couldn't it happen to James Charles again? Or Dr. Disrespect or anything, bro. Why him? Oh shit, my fucking phone. But yeah, why him exactly? Like, I don't fucking know, man. I just don't know. Shit.
he was gonna harm himself. Insane shit. I didn't think it was gonna unfold like this, to be honest with you. But it seems like FaZe Rain was telling the truth. I don't know how else to interpret this.
Fair? Like, brother, this is a kid who fucking Tommy changed my entire life.
Like, so again, that's what I wish you would have just said is like, he changed my life. I can't go against him. I don't know what to do. And that's more respectful.
Not what I'm saying. I'm not saying I can't go against him because that's not true. If I found out that you were a fucking tomorrow, I would never speak to you again. And
I would want to be publicly executed if that was the thing. Yes, I agree.
I wouldn't associate with you. That's.
But you also knew that, and then you're just kind of saying that now, though. But you did know that, bro. You did. And again, I just wish you could just say I did.
When Tommy's response is, it's not as clear cut as this. He has a little kid. He has a wife, and he's saying he's gonna. that what you're saying isn't true. What you're saying is blown out of proportion. He did something in New York, and technically, age of consent is 17 years old, and he slept with one 17-year-old girl, and then you're saying something totally different. Again,
Brother,
I don't
he
know anything.
told me
Hold on,
he
no,
had a
Rain,
17-year-old and then says
Rain,
it's a single 117-year-old one watch. Like, what do you want me to do
hold
then
on,
for?
Rain, that's not my point. My point is you keep saying I knew something.
But with that being said, now I think that's all I have for today's video. I can't see adding any more to this. I think this is where the story concludes. It seems like FaZe Banks was lying about the initial interaction. It didn't go the way that he said it did, so he's a fucking liar. And FaZe Rain seems to be telling the truth as far as FaZe Temperr claiming to sleep with somebody who was underage. And it seems like FaZe Rain was telling the truth when he said that FaZe Temperr had some kind of interaction with a young individual. Like, it's pretty clear here that FaZe Banks admits to that interaction taking place, or at least makes the claim that FaZe Temperr told him that this interaction happened. So it's pretty cut and dry. One interaction at least happened with an underage individual. So I don't fucking know, bro. With that being said, that's all I have for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you watched all the way to the end, you're the best. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all that's for video, I guess. I'm just gonna tell you my final thoughts, and I'm gonna just take a break for a bit, so I'll be right back with my final thoughts and hopefully more information if I can think of any. But yeah, that's the Bleeping Llama video. Um, as as for what he said, I agree with some of the stuff he said, and let me tell you why. Like, honestly, for one FaZe member to know about it and hide it, whilst the other one is exposing the truth, that shit's crazy to me. Like, honestly, that has to be one of the most dick riding shit I have ever seen, bro. On God, on God. I have never seen so much glazing for that shit in my whole history, bro. Like, I've seen people do so much dick riding, glazing, and all that shit. Like, oh, he didn't do this, or he didn't do that. Like, that, oh, all this, he didn't touch any minors or some shit. Like, that's it. Like, that's all I've heard. But this shit has got to be one of the most, like, fucking messed up, but at the same time, crazy ass, like, fucking drama I have ever seen. Cause, like, why the fuck would you sleep with a 17-year-old? Like, I don't get it with most YouTubers nowadays. Like, is this a thing, like a trend where you're like, yo, I reached 100 subscribers. Let me go touch a minor up, and let me do this, let me do that, all that shit. Like, is that a trend for you or some shit? Like, why? Like, why the fuck do y'all do that shit? Like, if I reach like 500 subscribers on this channel or some shit, I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna touch a minor or some shit or whatever, right? I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm not saying that I am. I'm not. I'm genuinely not. Don't clip that shit and don't clip that shit and put it out of context, yeah. But I'm not. I'm just saying, like, if I ever reach 500 subscribers, I'm making a special YouTube video, like, saying thanks for 500 subs, for 1,000, however much this channel gets, you know. I doubt that we get that much. So if you want to support me, please subscribe to this channel if you can. But yeah, despite all that, back to the topic in hand. So we heard both sides of the story, and we know that, you know, FaZe Banks or some shit, FaZe Rug Banks or some shit. I don't fucking know which one's which. One of them, I think the one in the grey shirt or something, said that, like, we got a confirmation saying from a team, be like, oh, one of your members is a pedophile and PDF file and shit. And then he was like, yo, bro, you can't say that, man. That's our brother right there, you know? And it's like, even if that's your family, brother, or blood, or whatever, mate, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, I've said this before. It doesn't matter if you're like a brother, a family member, a friend, pronouns, gay, lesbian, whatever. Like, fuck it, you can have a disability or have Down syndrome for all I care. Doing shit like this is fucked either way. Like, it's fucked. Like, genuinely, it's messed up. And, the fact that one of them, I think, is trying to cover it up is crazy. Like, I know I've stated in the video where it's like, it's like I said, you know, oh, he likes, you know, he like the apology video and all this. And if you haven't seen the video, it's on the first video I made about the temper thing. I'll link that in the description. But he said that he met with her in a party, they met and all this, which is kind of weird because first of all, why is a 17-year-old going to a 21 plus party? Like if you're doing shit like that at 17, what the fuck are you doing? Like, dude, first of all. And second of all, like, why would you sleep with her? Like, dude, this is a guy that has a wife and kid. I'm gonna repeat this again. A wife and a fucking kid. Do you know how crazy that sounds? That kid is gonna grow up with his father behind bars without a father figure. This shit gets worse and worse. This shit gets worse and worse from there. Like, I'm pretty sure it will, to be honest, but I'm not sure. But if this shit gets like worse and worse and shit, and then his kid is gonna grow up without a father, that's gonna hit me, bro. Like, at the end of the day, this guy here on that video, at the end of the day, Face Temper is a bitch. I don't really like him, especially after the allegations that he came out. I mean, fuck it. After I made the first video about it, I've seen the video like all this, all that on X, because you know I was scrolling through X and I saw, breaking, Face Temper admitted of touching a 17-year-old. And I was like, no, that can't be true. That can't be true. Like, it can't be real, right? Surely not. Because I enjoy like watching him like no scope film in esports and shit. Like, I've seen clips of him on TikTok, like fucking no scoping them, fucking getting kill streaks on COD and shit. So like, it's a bit entertaining, I'll admit. And then I saw his apology video, which is the weakest fucking apology I've ever heard. Like, god damn, bro. Like, in the video, I think he said that, I affected my wife and my kid or some shit. No fucking shit. Like, you cheated on your wife with a 17-year-old. Do you know how crazy that sounds right now? Like, me saying it right now, I can't even get my head around that shit. Like, basic shit. I genuinely cannot think... I genuinely think it's not real. Or some shit. Like, that's crazy. Like, out of all people... Like, if you cheated on, like, a Latino or a Latino or, like, a 25-year-old woman or an OnlyFans girl. But, like, I'd be like... You know, I don't like you. I'll be like, yo, I don't like you. I don't fuck with you. But it's justifiable. I mean, cheating's normal nowadays anyway, so even if you do get caught or not, it's not really a surprise. But the fact that you're doing it with a 17-year-old is crazy, bro. And especially, like, hang on. with like people like this, I just want to clarify. He also said, I don't know if it's gonna be on his tweet somewhere. But I'm gonna try and find it for you guys, and then I'm gonna show you what he said because that's kind of fucked. That's kind of fucked what he said. Hang on. Like this is the shit from his like Leap from the Leaping Llama YouTube channel, and yeah, to show you proof that's literally from his channel. And the fact that he said, I missed this out on the video by the way. Like Drew said, kid you hang out with 16-year-old girls, stop acting like a hard ass, you fucking pedophile. Like he had every right to say that, bro, like on God, like, and and FaZe temperr response is crazy. Like that's the craziest shit. Like I could you not, it's the fucking outrageous type shit. I don't even know if this tweet is AI generated or not. I hope it is, because if that's the case, then that's some sick motherfucker right there. You know what I mean? And he goes like, wait, what? Wait, what? Mind your own business. What if I like being a pedo? Okay. Why the fuck would you be saying that shit, my boy? Like, dude, your career's already cooked as it is. You could have salvaged that shit. You could have, like, you know, made an apology video being like, yo, look, I'm sorry, guys. I did do that with a 17-year-old. I did do this. I did do that, whatever. And you could have salvaged it. Fuck no, you did that shit. Like, dude, mind your own business. What if I like being a pedo? That's crazy to me. Like, that's like me being like, that's like someone being like, yo, that's like, yo, you like watching girls getting changed? Stop acting like a hard ass, you fucking creep. And then I said, mind your own. And then if I said that shit, I would have been beaten the shit out of. My address would have been doxed. I would have been scolded for life or whatever. Like, I'm not saying I do that, by the way. Like, I'm not saying that at all, you know? Like, it's an example, you know? It's a genuine example. I'm not saying I do that, whatever, you know? But, but I'm just saying, like, you know, people being like, yo, all that shit. Oh, what the fuck I was gonna say? I forgot. Damn. Being like, oh, oh, I like watching those streams. Why does that make you happy? What if I like being a creep? Like, what the fuck? I would have had my address docs. I would have had everything docs. I would have been beaten the shit out of. I would have been bullied. I would have done all of this shit. I would have been treated as like one of them like literal PDF files that you get on like literal channels, bro. On God. Like, I could you not. The video of it was crazy as well. Like, absolute madness. Yeah, and then on the video, it's like, that's the apology video and shit. And obviously, it's on Twitter if you want to see it or not, whatever. But it's kind of messed up in a way. And like, yeah. And another thing I want to say is the fact that, it's the fact that, you know, most of the members hid this. Like, if you found out about it, why didn't you just tell people about it? You know, like, why'd you bother hiding it for like that? I mean, I get it. If it's your brother, I get it. He's like a brother to you. He makes all this money. He does boxing and fights YouTubers and all this shit. You know what I mean? But like, at the end of the day, it's like, genuinely, what the fuck? Like, this guy, I could you not, has a downfall to be like studied. Like, I bet you most people will forget about what you say, you know. And the fact that, and another thing I want to say, the fact that he said to like one of the members, I forgot what their names are or some shit. He said like, "What, yo, I just imagine I want to sleep with 3 16-year-olds, 3 16-year-olds, a 40-year-old man saying that shit. Like that's just crazy to me. Like, but let me do maths for a second. Hang on. Like 16 take away 40. Wait, no, hang on. I'm using a calculator at the moment, guys. So let me let me do something quick. 40 minus 16. What's the age gap on that? 24 years. 24 years of that shit. The thing is, he didn't have relations with one 16-year-old, not two, three. You have to be some fucked up motherfucker to be doing this shit, man. Like, this makes Chris Tyson look innocent, and that's saying one thing. Like, this makes Dr. Disrespect, this makes Chris Tyson, this makes Gerber, if anything. This makes everyone look innocent at this point. Like, dude. Face temper, I just want to say this. Face temper, you's a bitch. You's a piece of shit. I don't like you. I hate you, bro. You're a twat. No one likes your fucking content. Fuck it. HS Tiki Toki or whatever his name is. This guy hates you. He reacted to the video on Twitter, by the way. He goes, "Oh, what a creep, innit?" Like, honestly, it's the funniest shit. But he don't like you. I don't like you. You're a twat, dickhead. I hope you get hit by a car or some shit. Like, dude, fuck out of it with that shit, man. Actually, getting hit with a car is outrageous to say. I just realised. Yeah, like, and also, before I finish the video here, before it goes like over an hour or some shit, actually, fuck it, I don't care if it goes over an hour. Like, I hope that the victims were 3 16-year-olds and the 17-year-old they slept with, I hope they all speak up about the situation. Like, something like this shouldn't be justified. Whether you're a man who experienced it, a woman, a child, fuck it, like anything, like anyone in general, they shouldn't have to like witness that shit or experience it. You know? Like, it's a genuine thing. I have friends from college and from out here and college that have experiences with creeps like him, you know? And the fact that, people are ignoring the fact that this exists, it's just crazy to me. And it's just stupid and bullshit. Like, if he wants to send cease and desist letters for people who speak on about this shit, like, dude, you're not like that, buddy. Like, you're not fucking doing the Gerbert method of sending cease and desist letters or cease and desist letter. Blah! Cease and assist letters of that shit. Like, you're genuinely not doing that, bro. You're not that guy, pal. You're genuinely not. And for the victims of this situation, I pray that for the victims that he either raped or fucking touched up. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, I hope that the victim of this, the 17-year-old especially, I hope that he speaks up about this as well. So, yeah. Because, like, it's just fucked. It's a fucked up world. It's crazy, bro. Like, I genuinely know. Face temper, you're a piece of shit. You're a twat. I hope you get hit by a car. I hope you get beaten in public. Fuck it. When's your next fight? I hope I'm cheering on for the other person. If I'm praying that you get knocked the fuck out in that ring when you get exposed. I'm praying that, like, your downfall comes to a literal hell, bro. On God. On everything I love, bro. On everything, everyone I love, bro. On God. Like, dude. I hope that you get knocked out and beat the shit out of in public. I don't care if what I'm saying is outrageous, wild, or anything about it whatsoever, At the end of the day, this shouldn't be justified. It shouldn't be a thing at all. And the fact that shit like this he'll either get away with or not do at all, it's just crazy to me, And yeah, like, it's fucking sad. I pray for the victims that he's done, and he can go to hell. Like, I wouldn't feel bad if he died or some shit. I don't care if it's outrageous to say. No one's going to forget about what he did. No one is. I won't. I'm pretty sure you won't. The person watching this video won't. I'm sure, like, every other person as well. It's yeah, it's bleak, and I'm praying that the victims get justice and his downfall comes, no matter how outrageous it is to say. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna end the video there. Sorry if I've been coughing much here. I caught the cough from going out or some shit ages ago or some shit. I don't fucking know. And yeah, like thank you so much for watching. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts about the situation down below. I'll link the video to the first one also, because that's already up live on the channel. And then I will see you on the next video. So until next time, peace out.